Did you know that Earth is our unique life hub? While scientists have discovered thousands of exoplanets, none have matched Earth's incredible ability to support life. Our planet boasts a perfect balance of elements that make life thrive, like water, a breathable atmosphere, and an ideal temperature range. From the towering trees of the Amazon rainforest to the vast oceans filled with diverse marine life, Earth is a vibrant biosphere teeming with ecosystems. These ecosystems not only provide habitats for countless organisms, but also create the complex networks that sustain them. Researchers are constantly exploring whether life might exist elsewhere, particularly on moons like Europa or planets like Mars. Yet none have shown the same rich tapestry of life we have here. The quest continues, but for now, Earth stands alone as the only known planet with such a diverse and intricate ecosystem. Isn't it fascinating how special our home truly is? Did you know Asia and America were seen as separate? In 1728, explorer Vides Bering made a fascinating observation during his journey to Wadsons. He noted that at night, the vast expanse of water between these two continents made them feel even more distant from each other. Imagine standing on the shores, gazing across the dark ocean, and realizing that two massive land masses were separated by this seemingly endless sea. Bering's notes highlighted not only the geographical separation, but also the mysteries and wonders of exploration during that time. The idea of two continents existing in the dark, each with its unique cultures and histories, sparks curiosity. This remarkable observation challenges us to think about how explorers like Bering contributed to our understanding of the world and its geography. What other discoveries might have awaited brave adventurers during their quests? Discover the greatness of the Roman Empire's vast reach. At its peak, the Roman Empire was one of the largest empires in history, stretching across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. This incredible empire had its heart in Rome, often called the Eternal City due to its enduring significance and rich history. Imagine a city bustling with gladiators, philosophers, and emperors, all under the aegis of impressive architecture like the Colosseum and the Pantheon. The empire's influence spread through roads, trade, and culture, connecting diverse peoples and fostering advancements in law, engineering, and art. Many of the ideas and systems we use today can trace their origins back to this remarkable civilization. So the next time you hear about the Roman Empire, think of its grand map and how it shaped the world we live in today. What echoes of Rome do we still experience in our lives? Did you know camels can eat thorns safely? Camels possess a remarkable adaptation that lets them feast on thorny plants without getting hurt. This special feature is particularly important for survival in harsh desert environments, where food options are often limited. Their mouths are equipped with a tough, hard palate that acts like a shield, allowing them to chew on prickly vegetation without injury. Imagine coping with the scorching heat and scarce resources while still finding ways to dine on plants that would deter other animals. This unique ability not only keeps camels well-fed, but also helps maintain the delicate balance of desert ecosystems. By consuming thorny plants, camels play a role in controlling plant growth and providing nutrients to the soil through their waste. Their extraordinary adaptation showcases the wonders of evolution, demonstrating how living beings can thrive in unforgiving conditions. Next time you see a camel, think about the incredible ways these creatures have adapted to survive in a world where many would struggle. How cool is that? Ever been to a city with a bedtime? In Pyongyang, North Korea, the rhythm of daily life is dictated by the state, and electricity plays a key role in this unique setting. The government controls the power supply, limiting electricity to specific hours throughout the day. As the sun sets, many neighborhoods are plunged into darkness, creating a rather eerie yet interesting atmosphere. Imagine walking through a city where bright lights are replaced by dimly lit streets and shadows that stretch long into the night. This electricity schedule affects not only homes, but also businesses and public spaces, giving the entire city a somewhat quiet, subdued vibe after dark. Residents have learned to adapt to these hours, with evening activities often planned around when the lights are on. The striking contrast between the lively daytime bustle and the serene nighttime hush highlights the unique lifestyle in Pyongyang. So while many cities around the world buzz with life after sunset, Pyongyang has its own sense of order and calm, almost like a city that understands the importance of rest. Hard to believe, but Rowdy the Labrador inspires with vitiligo. This remarkable 14-year-old pup has captured hearts online thanks to his rare skin condition, vitiligo, which changes the color of his fur and skin. Unlike many dogs, Rowdy sports a stunning patchwork of white and brown fur that makes him stand out in any crowd. His unique look isn't just beautiful, it's also a powerful reminder that differences can be celebrated. Rowdy's story has gained a massive following on social media, where people share their own experiences with differences and find comfort and inspiration in his image. As more individuals connect with Rowdy, they recognize that beauty isn't about fitting a mold. It's about embracing what makes each of us unique. Rowdy has become more than just a dog. He symbolizes how our differences can bring joy and strength to ourselves and others. Is it really true that bees are picky flower visitors? Among the astonishing 20,000 species of bees, only around 800 are known to produce honey. This impressive statistic emphasizes that not all bees are sweet producers. Honeybees, in particular, are remarkable creatures and contribute significantly to our ecosystems. During their lifetime, a single honeybee can visit around 20,000 flowers, showcasing their crucial role in pollination. Each flower they visit helps in the growth of fruits and vegetables, making these bees essential to our food supply. Interestingly, honeybees prefer specific flowers, drawn by their colors and scents, which helps them gather nectar effectively. This targeted approach not only maximizes their honey production, but also supports plant reproduction. Understanding these fascinating pollinators reminds us of nature's interconnectedness. So next time you see a bee buzzing around, think about the important job it's doing for both us and the environment. Prepare to be amazed by Formula One drivers' challenges. It might surprise you that these elite athletes can lose up to 9 pounds during a race. This incredible weight loss often happens due to extreme dehydration and the sweltering cockpit temperatures, which can soar above 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Imagine sitting in a car, racing at high speeds, while coping with both the adrenaline of the competition and the intense heat. Drivers must train not just their reflexes, but also their bodies to handle these exhausting conditions. They stay hydrated and maintain their health through strict diets and conditioning routines, ensuring they are prepared for the demands of a race. With every lap, they push their limits, balancing speed and endurance in a sport where every second counts. So the next time you watch a Formula One race, think about the incredible physical challenges these drivers face. Is it really true that marimbas create magical music? The marimba is a unique percussion instrument known for its warm, melodic tones that fill the air with joy and rhythm. Made from wooden plates and resonators, it produces sound when you strike its keys with drumsticks, creating captivating melodies. While the marimba has African origins, it has become a vibrant part of Latin American culture, especially in countries like Guatemala, Mexico, and Costa Rica. These nations celebrate the marimba during folklore festivals, weddings, and various cultural events, demonstrating its deep connection to their heritage. In fact, many local musicians have adopted the marimba in their traditional performances, blending it beautifully with other instruments. The lively rhythms and beautiful sounds can make anyone want to dance. It's fascinating how an instrument can bridge cultures, bringing people together through music. So the next time you hear the enchanting sounds of a marimba, remember its rich history and the joy it spreads across different communities around the world. Prepare to be amazed by the First Continental Congress. In September 1774, a pivotal gathering unfolded in Philadelphia, where resolute leaders united to confront their grievances against British rule. Among them, prominent figures like George Washington, Patrick Henry, and Samuel Adams emerged as the voices of the American colonies. They were not merely influential, they symbolized the growing discontent over taxation without representation and the denial of essential rights, such as liberty and fair trials. The air was thick with tension as delegates debated issues that would ultimately shape the nation's destiny. This Congress was groundbreaking because these leaders shared a common belief: the American colonies could no longer remain passive amid oppressive measures. They took a courageous step forward, sending petitions to the British government, demanding recognition and rights for colonial citizens. This marked a crucial turning point as it ignited a collective desire for independence among their fellow colonists. Their bold actions set the stage for revolutionary change. How would these decisions alter the course of American history? Have you ever wondered why we can smell water? Humans have an extraordinary ability to detect the smell of water, particularly a compound known as geosmin, at concentrations so low that they reach just 5 parts per trillion. This surprising sensitivity is even stronger than sharks' famous ability to detect blood in the water. So why did we develop such a keen sense? It likely evolved to help our ancestors find fresh water, which is crucial for survival. In nature, staying near water sources means better chances for life, as water is vital not only for drinking, but also for growing food and supporting other species. Thus, our noses have become finely tuned instruments to sniff out this essential resource. Imagine walking in a forest and catching a whiff of fresh, earthy water from miles away. This remarkable ability highlights how evolution shapes our senses to meet basic needs. What a fascinating connection to our environment. Let's uncover the truth about honking laws in NYC. It's surprising, but in New York City, you can't just honk your horn whenever you want. In a bid to combat noise pollution and keep the city a little calmer, there's a law that says you can only use your horn in emergencies. While many people might think honking is just part of the hustle and bustle of urban life, this law aims to create a more peaceful atmosphere in one of the busiest cities in the world. Despite the regulations, you'll still hear horns blaring as drivers respond to frustrating traffic situations or even join in on the excitement during a parade. So next time you're in NYC, remember that every honk could be breaking the law unless it's a genuine emergency. How do residents cope with this mix of silent streets and sudden blasts of noise? Why hasn't Pluto completed its orbit yet? Since its discovery in 1930, Pluto has remained caught in a long celestial dance, not finishing a single orbit around the Sun. This delay is due to its unique position and the shape of its orbit, which is highly elongated and tilted. While Earth takes just 365 days to make a full trip around the Sun, Pluto requires a staggering 248 years. This means Pluto won't complete its first full orbit since being discovered until 2178. To add to the intrigue, Pluto's orbit sometimes brings it closer to the Sun than Neptune, even though it's a dwarf planet. This eccentric path and the gravitational influences of other planets make Pluto's journey distinctive and complex. For astronomers, studying the orbit of Pluto offers insights into the early solar system and the formation of planets. So as we eagerly await Pluto's return to its starting point, we're reminded of how vast and varied our solar system is. Just imagine being around to witness that monumental moment in 2178. Discover the odd friendship of Labroid's Dimidiotus fish. This fascinating creature, often called the dentist of the ocean, plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of reef ecosystems. The Labroid's Dimidiotus fish has a remarkable ability to establish symbiotic relationships with its neighbors, including various reef fish. It cleans parasites and dead tissue from the scales of larger fish, which not only helps them stay healthy, but provides a tasty snack for itself. Both parties benefit. While the Dimidiotus gets a meal, the other fish enjoy relief from annoying parasites and potential infections. This cooperation allows predatory fish to tolerate the presence of Dimidiotus without any harm, creating a lively and interconnected underwater community. Next time you snorkel or dive, remember that these tiny fish play a big role in their ecosystem. What other wonders of nature might you discover? Did you know that the Birkin bag has a unique origin? This iconic handbag emerged from an unexpected moment high above the clouds. In the early 1980s, renowned British actress and singer Jane Birkin found herself on a flight from Paris to London. During the journey, she expressed her frustration about not having a stylish yet practical handbag. Sitting next to her was Jean-Louis Dumas, the CEO of Hermès, who not only listened, but was inspired by her vision for the perfect bag. Dumas took this inspiration to heart and created the Birkin bag, blending elegance and functionality in a way that had never been done before. Crafted from the finest quality leathers, these bags require days of meticulous work by skilled artisans. Today, owning a Birkin bag represents more than just luxury. It's a powerful status symbol, often seen in the hands of celebrities and fashion elites. With waiting lists stretching for years and auction prices reaching staggering heights, the Birkin bag tells a compelling story of fashion history, from its surprising genesis to its cultural significance today. Is it just a handbag, or is it an emblem of chic sophistication? Can you imagine drawn borders causing conflict? Many countries experienced a wave of independence, yet the borders that define them often tell a troubling tale. When colonizers divided territories, they paid little attention to the rich tapestry of local cultures and communities. Instead, lines were drawn on maps, ignoring historical ties and traditions. As a result, countries like Nigeria and Sudan faced significant challenges after gaining independence. Ethnic groups found themselves split across borders, while others were forced to share limited land with those they had long-standing rivalries with. This disregard for cultural landscapes has led to tension and violence in many regions, sparking disputes that can last for generations. Understanding the complexities of these borders helps shed light on modern conflicts. Why haven't we found better solutions to prevent such issues from arising again? Most people don't know about Tokyo's giant Gundam statue. This incredible landmark is a life-size replica of the RX-0 Unicorn Gundam, towering at a staggering 64.6 feet and weighing a hefty 98,000 pounds. Located in the vibrant Odaiba district, this statue is more than just a piece of art. It comes alive with moving components, including a head and torso that shift and rotate. Completed in 2017, the Gundam statue also delights visitors with a stunning light show, replicating special effects from the beloved anime series that has captivated fans worldwide. Anime enthusiasts flock to this sanctuary not only to take photos, but also to immerse themselves in Japanese pop culture. As night falls, the statue transforms, illuminated by colorful lights that create a dazzling spectacle. Whether you're an anime fan or just curious about Japan's unique attractions, visiting this giant Gundam is an experience like no other. Will you be inspired to visit and see this monumental work of art for yourself? Most people don't know this, but ocean cleanup is thriving. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch Cleanup, led by the Ocean Cleanup Project, is making impressive strides in tackling the serious issue of ocean plastic pollution. Thanks to their innovative System 002, over 250,000 kilograms of plastic waste have been successfully removed from our oceans. What's even more exciting is that its successor, System 003, is designed to clean up an area the size of a football field every 5 seconds. This means that in a remarkably short time, vast patches of floating trash can be cleared. The team's efforts focus on the area between Hawaii and California, where much of the debris comes from discarded fishing gear and plastic packaging. This initiative not only sheds light on the massive scale of the problem, but also proves that large-scale environmental restoration is possible. With continued innovation, we can protect marine life and keep our oceans cleaner for future generations. Imagine a healthier ocean thanks to initiatives like this. How amazing is that? Believe it or not, Slovenia has a hidden castle. Nestled within the Great Karst Caves, Pajama Castle is the largest castle built inside a cave, dating back to the 13th century. This impressive structure is renowned for its unique location at the cave's entrance, which was strategically chosen to provide a strong defense against potential invasions. The castle's design and layout cleverly integrate with the natural rock formations, creating a fascinating blend of man-made architecture and nature. Visitors to Pajama Castle can marvel at stunning frescoes, explore underground passageways, and learn about its intriguing history, including the tales of noble families who once lived there. Today, it stands not only as a historical site, but also as a popular tourist destination, inviting adventurers and history buffs alike to uncover its secrets. Have you ever thought about exploring a castle hidden in a cave? Here's what actually happens when animals develop. During the fascinating journey of embryonic development, animals can be grouped into two main categories: deuterostomes and protostomes. In deuterostomes, which include mammals, birds, and even starfish, The first opening that forms in the embryo becomes the anus. This means the mouth forms later, making for an interesting twist in their developmental process. On the flip side, protostomes, such as insects, worms, and snails, take a different route. Their initial opening becomes the mouth right off the bat. This key difference is just part of what makes studying animal biology so exciting. It's intriguing to think about how these early stages set the stage for complex life forms we see today. So the next time you think about the amazing variety of animals in the world, remember that it all starts from these tiny embryos making distinct choices. Believe it or not, Miley Cyrus began with just $10. Long before she became a pop sensation, Miley took her first steps into the spotlight in a charmingly humble way. At the young age of 10, she gathered a group of fans who adored her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, and decided to put on a show. Charging just $10 a ticket, she transformed a simple gathering into an unforgettable performance. This small yet significant moment marked the beginning of her journey in the music industry. Using her father's popularity as a springboard, Miley showed remarkable ambition and talent, singing cover songs and showcasing her unique style. Even at that tender age, she demonstrated a flair for entertaining, which would later blossom into a thriving career filled with chart-topping hits, acting roles, and a powerful presence on social media. This early gig not only funneled her passion for music, but also laid the groundwork for her successful future. Can you imagine where she'd be if she hadn't taken that leap? Can you believe objects stick to Jamie Keaton's skin? This curious phenomenon has left doctors scratching their heads, as Jamie is one of only 3 people in the world known to experience this rare condition. Specialists believe that the magic happens because of his skin's remarkable ability to absorb oxygen. This property creates a sort of adhesive effect, allowing small items to cling to his body. Imagine walking around with coins or keys effortlessly staying put. Jamie's unique situation has not only baffled medical experts but also sparked interest in the world of science. Researchers are eager to understand how this unusual ability works and what it might reveal about human biology. Jamie himself has learned to embrace his condition, often sharing fascinating stories about the little objects that adhere to him. The medical community continues to study these rare cases, hoping to unlock secrets that could lead to advances in skin health or other fields. How incredible is it that Jamie's skin could teach us so much about our own bodies? Did you know about Steinbeck's dog eating his manuscript? In a surprising twist of fate, celebrated author John Steinbeck faced a hilarious yet frustrating predicament while writing his iconic novel, Of Mice and Men. After pouring his heart and soul into the manuscript, he discovered that his dog had chewed up and devoured half of it. Instead of panicking, Steinbeck took a novel approach. He humorously requested extra time from his editor to rewrite the lost sections, turning a potential disaster into a memorable story. This amusing episode not only showcases Steinbeck's resilience, but also highlights the unpredictable challenges writers often encounter. Dogs might be man's best friend, but sometimes they can also become a writer's worst enemy. Have you ever faced an unexpected obstacle while working on something important? Believe it or not, wealthy Europeans had panic cupboards. In the 1700s, the importance of social appearances reached new heights, prompting the elite to keep emergency wigs on hand for unexpected visitors. These so-called panic cupboards were cleverly stocked with various styles of wigs that could quickly transform a person's look. Guests were often welcomed into elaborate homes where etiquette dictated that one must always appear well-groomed and fashionable. Imagine the pressure of needing to switch styles at a moment's notice. These wigs were not merely fashion statements, they signified wealth and status, often crafted from expensive materials like human hair or horsehair. Having an impressive wig ready for emergencies was crucial for maintaining one's social standing. This quirky custom reveals how deeply people's self-image was tied to their appearance in a time when social events mattered more than ever. Today, while we might use different means to present ourselves, the spirit of wanting to impress remains, a fascinating glimpse into the past. Prepare to be amazed by hydrogen fuel cells. These remarkable devices generate electricity through a simple reaction between hydrogen and oxygen, creating water and heat as the only byproducts. This process not only produces clean energy, but also helps reduce harmful emissions, making hydrogen fuel cells a game changer in the fight against climate change. Imagine a car that runs on hydrogen, releasing only water vapor instead of pollution. Besides transportation, these fuel cells can also power homes and industries, offering a versatile solution for sustainable energy needs. With advancements in technology, hydrogen fuel cells are becoming more efficient and affordable, opening doors to a future powered by clean energy. So will we see a shift from traditional fossil fuels to this innovative energy source in our daily lives? Did you know Uranus was named after a king? For over 40 years, the planet we now know as Uranus was actually called Georgium Sidus, which means George's star in Latin. This name was in honor of King George III of Britain, who ruled during the 18th century. When astronomer Sir William Herschel discovered the planet in 1781, he wanted to honor the king due to the support he received for his astronomical research. Although this name was popular in Britain, it didn't stick around everywhere. Astronomers in other countries preferred naming it after the Greek god of the sky, Uranus. By 1850, the name Uranus became widely accepted, and today it's appreciated for its connection to mythology. Isn't it fascinating how names evolve and reflect our history? What might have happened if Georgium Sidus had remained the official name? Prepare to be amazed by the giant eggs of sauropods. These colossal creatures, including famous giants like Patasaurus and Brachiosaurus, laid eggs that were truly massive, many the size of a basketball, and some exceeding a whopping 18 inches in diameter. Imagine an egg that big, holding a developing embryo inside. Scientists believe these eggs housed well-developed young that were ready to thrive shortly after hatching. This raises fascinating questions about how such enormous animals began their lives in small, fragile shells. How did these tiny embryos grow inside their protective eggs? The answer lies in the unique biology of sauropods, allowing them to nurture their young even before birth. Exploring the nesting habits and reproductive strategies of these ancient giants can give us insights into their survival and the incredible journey they undertook from egg to fully grown dinosaurs. Isn't it incredible to think about the beginnings of such massive creatures? Did you know that a scene was cut from The Shining? Just a week after its general release, director Stanley Kubrick decided to remove a crucial scene that explained why Jack Torrance's body could not be found at the end of the film. This decision didn't come lightly, as Kubrick was known for his meticulous attention to detail. The scene showed Jack frozen in the snow, adding closure to his character's fate and raising questions about the supernatural elements of the story. However, Kubrick believed the film worked better without the explanation, allowing audiences to interpret the chilling ending themselves. The removed footage was physically cut from the film print and returned to the studio, making it a lost piece of movie history. Fans have long speculated about what the scene might have revealed, but Kubrick's choice ultimately added to the film's mysterious and unsettling atmosphere. Is it really true that women were gladiators? Yes, in ancient Rome, female gladiators, called gladiatrices, fought bravely in the arena, proving their strength and skill. Contrary to the common belief that gladiators were all male, these courageous women defied the gender norms of their time and stepped into the brutal world of gladiatorial combat. These gladiatrices showcased their abilities alongside male fighters, often displaying not only physical prowess, but also incredible resilience and determination. They captivated audiences with their performances, challenging stereotypes and breaking down barriers in a society that largely restricted women's roles. Evidence from ancient texts and art confirms that they were celebrated figures, gaining fame and respect. While the majority of gladiators were men, the existence of gladiatrices highlights a fascinating aspect of Roman culture that reveals how complex ideas about gender and power were, even in the midst of such a violent sport. Did gladiatrices inspire future generations? Absolutely. You won't believe Alexander Foley's shocking family secret. In 2010, a Canadian teenager named Alexander Foley found out something incredible about his parents. While many kids rummaged through their family histories, Alexander stumbled upon a jaw-dropping truth. His mom and dad were KGB spies. Living undercover as Donald and Tracy, they had created a normal life in Canada, hiding their true identities for years. Imagine discovering that your whole upbringing was built on secrets and deception. Alexander's unexpected revelation sheds light on the lengths some individuals go to protect their true selves. It also raises fascinating questions about loyalty, identity, and the lives of spies. How do you cope when the people you thought were just your parents turn out to be part of a shadowy world? This extraordinary tale reminds us that stories can be much stranger than fiction. Did you know London's wars shaped global history? The historical context of wars in London is not just a dusty chapter in textbooks, it's a vital part of our present. From the brutal battles during the English Civil War to the bombings of World War II, London has faced turbulent times that influenced political and social change. These conflicts didn't just stay in the past, they affected nations around the world and changed the course of history. For example, the rise of democratic ideals during the English Civil War significantly impacted future revolutions. Today, remnants of these emotional and political struggles can still be felt, as ongoing discussions about democracy, rights, and governance echo stories from those turbulent times. Understanding how these events shaped London offers insights into current global issues. So next time you think of London, remember its rich history of conflict and how it continues to resonate today. Can you believe we actually smell tiny particles? This fascinating process begins when molecules detach from their source and travel through the air right into our noses. When we inhale, these microscopic pieces enter our olfactory receptors, which are specialized cells responsible for detecting smells. This means that every delightful scent we encounter, whether it's fresh bread, blooming flowers, or even a favorite perfume, is a result of tiny chemical particles interacting with our bodies. This remarkable connection between our environment and our senses reveals how deeply intertwined we are with the world around us. The air we breathe is filled with these particles, and while they are often too small to see, they play a major role in how we experience our surroundings. So next time you catch a whiff of something wonderful, remember, it's not just your imagination, it's a tiny piece of the world coming to greet you in the most delightful way. Did you know Chanel No. 5 launched on May 5? This iconic perfume made its grand debut in 1921, perfectly timed to coincide with the 5th month of the year. Created by the renowned fashion designer Coco Chanel, this fragrance has captivated hearts for over a century. Its unique blend of floral and woody notes, including jasmine, rose, and sandalwood, revolutionized the perfume industry, making it one of the first ever to focus on a synthetic scent. The No. 5 held special significance for Chanel, and she believed it brought good luck. Today, Chanel No. 5 is more than just a fragrance. It's a symbol of glamour and sophistication, gracing the vanity tables of A-list celebrities and fashion icons around the world. With its timeless appeal, it's hard to imagine a world without this legendary scent. Why do you think it remains so popular after all these years? Here's a wild fact about bedbugs. These pesky little critters have been around for millions of years, dating back to the time of the dinosaurs. Imagine that. While dinosaurs roamed the earth, bedbugs were already establishing their reputation as skilled survivors. Their ability to adapt to different environments has allowed them to thrive throughout history, even making themselves comfortable in human homes. Bedbugs feed primarily on the blood of their host, and they can go months without a meal, which only adds to their resilience. They have evolved numerous survival tactics, from their flat bodies making it easy to hide in tiny cracks, to their ability to reproduce rapidly. Today, despite efforts to control them, these persistent pests are making a comeback in many places. So every time you hear someone complain about a bedbug bite, remember they are sharing an experience with a species that has been crawling around for ages. How's that for a creepy history? Did you know armadillos can carry leprosy bacteria? These fascinating creatures have a unique role in the study of this ancient disease, dominated by misconceptions and stigma. Armadillos are the only known animals that can be infected with the bacterium Mycobacterium leprae, the cause of leprosy, and they can carry it without showing symptoms themselves. Research shows that in some regions, particularly in the southern United States, people who come into close contact with armadillos may face a higher risk of infection. This connection emphasizes the importance of awareness about zoonotic diseases, which are infections that can jump from animals to humans. While the exact ways leprosy spreads from armadillos to people remain unclear, caution is advised, especially for those living in areas where these animals are common. Understanding such connections helps us appreciate the delicate balance between wildlife and human health. Isn't it intriguing how nature can present both wonders and warnings in one small package? Hard to believe, but birthdays in Venezuela get messy. In working-class neighborhoods across the country, it's a well-loved tradition to celebrate birthdays with a playful chaos of flour, cold water, and eggs. Picture this. As the birthday person arrives, friends gather, ready for some fun. The celebration kicks off with someone gently cracking an egg over the birthday celebrant's head, marking the start of the festivities. Soon everyone joins in, tossing flour and splashing cold water, resulting in laughter and messy, happy faces. This lively practice not only brings excitement to a special day, but also fosters community bonding, showcasing a joyful spirit where everyone participates in the playful chaos. While it may seem unusual to outsiders, this tradition perfectly captures the joy and camaraderie shared among friends and family in Venezuela. Are you ready to join the fun? Prepare to be amazed by Theodore Roosevelt's resilience. In 1921, Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, faced a life-changing challenge when he contracted an illness that was later identified as polio. This disease, known for causing paralysis, had a profound impact on his life, leaving him permanently paralyzed from the waist down. Despite this daunting setback, Roosevelt's spirit and determination shone through. He didn't let his condition define him. Instead, he became an advocate for those with disabilities, showcasing that strength comes in many forms. Roosevelt famously remarked, "I am not a cripple, I am an invalid." His perspective encouraged others to embrace their challenges head-on. Following his illness, he continued to engage actively in political life, even leading initiatives to improve healthcare and education for the disabled. His journey reminds us that resilience knows no bounds, inspiring generations to confront their obstacles with courage. How did Roosevelt's experience shape the future for others facing similar challenges? Why exactly does dark chocolate boost heart health? Dark chocolate, especially varieties with over 60% cacao, isn't just a delicious treat, it's a powerful ally for your heart. Research shows that this rich treat can help lower LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, while raising HDL, the good kind. This not only balances your cholesterol levels, but also promotes better blood flow, which is vital for a healthy heart. When you enjoy dark chocolate, your body experiences improved circulation, even leading to enhanced blood flow to the brain. This means that not only can indulging in dark chocolate keep your heart in shape, but it might also keep your mind sharp. With its antioxidant properties, dark chocolate fights inflammation and reduces the risk of heart disease. So when you crave a sweet snack, reaching for dark chocolate could be a tasty and health-conscious choice to support your cardiovascular system. Let's uncover the truth about ancient shoes. The earliest known shoes date back roughly 10,000 years and tell an incredible story about our ancestors. These primitive designs were crafted from animal hides wrapped snugly around the feet, focusing more on function than fashion. Imagine those early humans wandering through icy terrains, prioritizing warmth and protection over style. To secure these shoe-like creations, they used whatever materials were at their disposal, be it cords made from plant fibers or strips of leather. This simple yet effective footwear was essential, allowing them to hunt and gather food in diverse environments. Over the millennia, shoe designs have evolved significantly, but the fundamental need for comfort and protection remains. So the next time you slip on your favorite pair of sneakers, think about what our ancient relatives had to go through for their daily adventures. What amazing journeys their shoes took them on. Did you know that lasers have safety classes? Lasers are fascinating tools, but they come with different levels of safety, classified into 5 distinct categories. Starting with Class 1, These lasers are considered inherently safe for even the most casual use. For example, you can find them in your everyday gadgets like barcode scanners. As you move up the scale, Class 2 lasers emit visible light and can be harmful if stared at for longer periods. Class 3 lasers, meanwhile, can cause serious eye damage and are often used in professional environments like construction or research laboratories. Finally, at the top of the list, we find Class 4 and Class 5 lasers. These require extreme caution as they can cause burns and severe eye injuries. Understanding these classifications not only helps keep users safe, but also ensures that lasers are used effectively in various fields. So next time you see a laser, consider its safety class. Are you using it safely? Hard to believe, but breaks boost your brain power. Studies show that taking frequent breaks can significantly enhance your productivity. The human brain functions optimally for about 45 minutes before its attention starts to wane. After this time, our focus diminishes, making it tougher to concentrate and take in information. By stepping away for a quick 15-minute rest, you give your brain a chance to recharge. During this short pause, you can stretch, grab a snack, or even take a short walk. These small actions help refresh your mind and prepare you to dive back into work with renewed energy. So the next time you're stuck on a task, remember that a brief break might be just what you need to reignite your creativity and focus. Why not give it a try during your next study or work session? Discover the world's unique country neighbors. San Marino and the Vatican are remarkable because they are the only two countries entirely surrounded by another nation. Nestled within Italy, San Marino is one of the oldest republics in the world, with a rich history dating back to AD 301. This tiny country is famous for its medieval architecture and stunning views from Mount Titano. On the other hand, the Vatican, known as the spiritual hub of the Roman Catholic Church, is the smallest independent state globally, both in size and population. Home to iconic landmarks like St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel, the Vatican attracts millions of visitors each year. These two countries share a special relationship with Italy, highlighting the incredible diversity within Europe. Can you imagine living in such a small area, yet having such a significant impact on history and culture? Hard to believe, but Tarantino bought a video store. When filmmaker Quentin Tarantino heard that Video Archives, the rental store where he once worked, was closing down, he decided to take action. Understanding the store's deep personal significance, he purchased its entire inventory and transformed his basement into a replica of the beloved shop. For Tarantino, this wasn't just about preserving movies. It was also a way to hold on to cherished memories of his early days in cinema. Video Archives was a treasure trove filled with films that shaped his unique filmmaking style. By recreating this space, Tarantino ensured that the essence of the store and its influence on his career would not fade away. His passion for film and nostalgia drove this remarkable decision, making it a fascinating story about love for cinema and personal history. How cool is it to relive your past in such a creative way? This might surprise you, France's Chappie Telegraph. In the 1790s, the innovative Chappie Telegraph system revolutionized communication across France. Invented by Claude Chappe, this extraordinary network of signaling towers used mechanical arms to send messages quickly from one tower to another. Imagine towering structures with long wooden arms that moved in synchronized patterns to convey information. This system allowed messages to travel up to 12 miles in just a few minutes. When visibility was good, operators could relay messages using a coat of arm positions, allowing for real-time updates about everything from military movements to news of the day. The Chappie Telegraph was a significant leap forward in communication technology, laying the groundwork for later advancements, including the electric telegraph and modern telecommunications. It was an impressive feat of engineering that demonstrated humanity's desire to connect over long distances, a vital need that persists today. Can you envision how different life would have been without such a system? Discover Hawaii's unique royal palace in Honolulu. The Ailani Palace is not just any building, it's the only royal palace in the entire United States. Nestled in the heart of Honolulu, this majestic structure was once the home of Hawaii's monarchy. a vibrant chapter of the state's history. Built in the late 19th century, Iolani Palace showcases stunning architecture that blends Western and Hawaiian styles. Visitors can marvel at intricate details like the grand staircase and beautifully restored rooms filled with artifacts from the royal era. Every corner of the palace whispers stories of Queen Liliuokalani and King Kalakaua, who ruled with grace and strength. As you wander through its halls, you can't help but feel the spirit of Hawaii's rich cultural heritage. Exploring Iolani Palace is like stepping back in time. How often can you say you visited a royal residence? Guess what really drives ant farming activities? Certain ant species, like the famous red and black carpenter ants, engage in a fascinating relationship with aphids, tiny sap-sucking insects. These ants don't just hunt for food, they actively farm these aphids. By protecting them from predators such as ladybugs and wasps, ants ensure a steady supply of honeydew, a sugary substance that aphids secrete. The ants even transport aphids to safer plants or help them thrive on crop roots to maximize their production of honeydew. This mutualistic relationship showcases an amazing example of cooperation in nature, where both species benefit. While aphids get protection from harm, ants enjoy a delicious treat that fuels their activities. Isn't it incredible how these tiny creatures create such complex partnerships? This fascinating dynamic contributes to the ecosystem's health, influencing plant growth and pest control. How does this change the way we view the world of insects? Hard to believe, but racing in the rain is wild. Imagine driving a powerful car on a tricky circuit, but instead of clear skies, you're battling through pouring rain. That's exactly what a determined driver did when he tamed his car for over 3 hours without even using windshield wipers. As he zoomed around the track, he relied completely on his instincts and skill to navigate those final 40 laps. The rain created a slippery challenge, turning each turn into a test of agility and focus. Without the advantage of clear vision from wipers, he had to feel every curve and adjust his speed based on the road's grip. This intense experience shows the incredible relationship between a driver and their car, where instinct can sometimes mean the difference between victory and defeat. Next time you see a race, remember the courage and quick thinking it takes to race in extreme conditions like that. What if you stayed in a giant guitar hotel? In Florida, there's an incredible 450-foot Stratocaster guitar-shaped hotel that offers a unique experience for rock music fans. This extraordinary hotel allows guests to live out their rock star dreams, even if they can't strum a single chord. Imagine waking up in a room designed like a musical haven, surrounded by electric guitars and memorabilia from music legends. Inside, you'll find luxurious amenities, including a relaxing spa, fabulous restaurants, and thrilling entertainment options. The hotel also features stunning views of the surrounding area, allowing guests to soak in the vibrant Florida atmosphere. You can even join live music events, making it feel like you're part of a concert. Whether you're a die-hard music lover or just looking for a cool place to stay, this guitar hotel provides an unforgettable experience that blends the glamour of the rock and roll lifestyle with modern comforts. Are you ready to rock out in style? Can you imagine that potatoes almost vanished? In the 19th century, the Irish potato famine struck a devastating blow to Ireland's food supply. A relentless fungal disease called late blight swept through potato crops, causing them to rot in the ground. This disaster led to the near extinction of the beloved staple food. Potatoes were a vital source of nutrition for many Irish families, and as the crops failed, a catastrophic famine ensued. Over a span of just a few years, around 1 million people died from starvation and disease, while another million fled the country in search of better lives. The famine reshaped Ireland's social landscape and had lasting impacts on its culture and economy. Surprisingly, this crisis led to changes in agricultural practices, with farmers starting to diversify their crops to prevent such a disaster from happening again in the future. How did a simple vegetable cause such monumental change? Here's something incredible about tsunamis in Alaska. The largest tsunami ever recorded happened in Lituya Bay in 1958, and it was absolutely astonishing, measuring a jaw-dropping 1,720 feet high. How did such a gigantic wave form? It all started when a massive earthquake triggered a rock slide into the bay, sending an enormous amount of water crashing down. This force created a wave that swept through the bay with tremendous power, uprooting trees like they were just flimsy blades of grass and washing away soil in its path. The impact was so intense that it altered the landscape forever, showcasing the raw power of nature. Luckily, Lituya Bay was remote at the time, and there were not many people around to witness this colossal event. Still, the lesson learned from this natural disaster reminds us of the potential danger of tsunamis and the importance of understanding these incredible, yet sometimes terrifying, ocean phenomena. Imagine injecting an elephant with LSD. What happened? Scientists at the University of Oklahoma did just that in a shocking experiment. They administered a dose 3,000 times stronger than what humans typically use, which raised serious ethical concerns. The elephant, named Tusco, faced terrible reactions, suffering from intense distress and ultimately dying as a result. This tragic outcome sparked outrage among animal rights activists and the general public, leading to accusations of scientific cruelty. The experiment aimed to explore the effects of psychedelic drugs on animal behavior, but many believed it crossed a moral line. As a society, we must consider the responsibility that comes with such powerful research tools. The fallout from this event led to stricter regulations regarding animal testing in scientific research. Tusco's story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of ethical standards and the need to treat all living creatures with respect and compassion. So how can we ensure ethical practices in science today?